A Zis gun is being brought up by Winks as a present to the Germans. We're about to see a... Oh, wait! Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and today I'm covering a 4v4 on the map, Nordwind. We got ourselves Kin, Sergeant Rock, Skypay, FX, Winks versus Unreachable Dream, Zars, we got Orange and Purple. This submitted to me via Discord. If you would like a replay submitted and covered, submit to my Discord or my Gmail, and I will try to check it out. Though, again, I get a ton of replays, so again, I try to go over ones that have an interesting spin to it or something along those lines. Right now, we got ourselves a Soviet, or two Soviets, an American and Brit, versus 3 OKW and an Austere. Right now, early on, we got ourselves Storm Doctrine being deployed, Grand Offensive with Ponce Fusiliers, and we also got Airborne coming in. We got Advanced Warfare, deciphering the enemy with and also bringing in some better medium armor. Heavier armor is being brought in by Winks. Again, also with the nice radio to see what the enemy is deploying. German forces are pushing in the north on Nordwind to try to hold that fuel, bringing in an MG. We have Sturms in the building, keeping the infantry from pushing up further to flank. And right now, the Kubel's doing what it can, but taking some heavier hits. Right now in the south, German forces are unopposed as they take the hill. Volk squads and Sturm clear the area, while additional Sturm pioneers are pushing back conscripts by Kinez, doing the best he can with what he has, but it's just simply not enough. As oh wait, here's the rifleman coming on in. That will definitely help. So hopefully with Sergeant Rock there, they're able to push back the Sturm and then retake the north through an overextended Purple, as all of his forces probably can't fight all of this, but we shall see. Up north, looks like the Allies are slowly pressing against the Germans. MG gets into the building with another MG right there. We have about to duke out with an MG battle. Oh wait, no, Mortar comes on in. Czar is smoking the MG, so hopefully that allows him to gain the advantage over the enemy infantry, beat them, and then hopefully counteract the north. Now, the great job with the infantry section killing the Kubel right there. Ponce Fusiliers have also come on in with everything they got, though they don't have a counter versing the MG. Volk squads have the incendiary grenades they can deploy, but Ponce Fusiliers do not have that, at least right now. They do have grenades, but again, you need a building and some additional stuff. Mortar hits the building he was getting in. That's pretty funny. Grenadiers and Ponce Fusiliers pushing north, but again, AFG section are in good cover, so Skypay should be able to hold this front. Speaking of holding the front, surprisingly, the Germans are doing what they can, and they're actually managing to hold back the Soviets and the Americans. I thought they would have completely collapsed, and to be fair, they did lose to Kubel, the best unit in the game, but I see that every time. It's hilarious, but no, it is a good recon unit in identifying markers, especially when it hits Vet 1 and you can detect stuff. Sturm Pioneer's gonna grab it? No, they're just gonna decommission it. That makes sense. You get 12 fuel. But anyway, German forces at least hold the fuel up north and down south, so great job across the board. And Ponce Fusiliers are stopping the Pathfinders from flanking. It'll be a close fight, but I think... Oh, yeah, with the mortar hit, Germans will probably win that. Alrighty, so what are we looking at? Well, right now, the Allies could attempt to try for cutoffs, and that's, I think, what they did here. They went for the cutoff, so that way, even if though they had the fuel, they're not getting it. So right now, it's, again, the Allies are actually pretty damn close fuel-wise. But with the Germans capturing the middle territory and recapturing all their center territory, that's going to be shortly lived, and they're going to slowly gain their advantage. By the way, if you want to support me and allow me to get bigger, again, hit that follow button on Twitch, subscribe to me on YouTube, and again, you can check out additional links down below that support me financially. Again, greatly appreciate all the support, and hopefully you just enjoy the game if you just want a great CoH2 match. Speaking of which, Sergeant Rock's bringing in bars on his rifleman and a lieutenant to get in close against the Grenadier. Maybe. He's deciding that. There he goes. He gets in close. Meanwhile, flame units are being deployed via Universal Carrier and a engineer with a flamethrower, slowly pushing back the Germans. They can't get in the building because the flamethrower would be too powerful for them, and they have to pull back. FG section pushing up north, pushes back the Panzer Fusiliers. Mortar's under threat thanks to Lieutenant coming on in. He does have grenades with them, so if he stays together or grouped up, grenade can do a lot. Now, nice job on the mortar. Does hit the engineer and lieutenant, stopping the decap of the fuel, so the Germans have that for a little bit more time. Down south, though, it is very bad to be the Soviet player, as Knez is currently being forced back by the large Volk front. Thank you, Sergio, for the sub. Do greatly appreciate it. Volk squads, though, just deflecting any attack the Soviet has. He has an MG, and to be fair, if he can get the Sky, right, set up, I think the Vickers machine gun could easily suppress, not Vickers, sorry, the, oh god, how am I forgetting this thing? The Maxim machine gun could easily suppress this blob pretty quickly, because they're all grouped together. But again, you need to set it up and make him focus on your conscripts, rather than focus on, well, your MG, right? So right now he's engaging the conscripts. The MG is moving up now. You probably should have used that in tandem, but we'll see what happens. Volk squads, upgrade with STG-44s, have gone through the line and hit Knez's mortar. Stern Pioneer as well coming on in. They could kill it and steal it. And you might say, well, Greyshot, it's a simple Soviet mortar. What's the big deal? This Soviet mortar has flares, and as Johnny will tell you, flares are incredibly important for enemy recon, because you can't shoot them down. You can't stop a flare when it's deployed, right? So you can see with no interruption what the enemy's deploying. So now the OKW has a great recon ability and just a good mortar support. Up north, Czars and the additional forces got pushed back. Yeah, Johnny says right now, recon is the most powerful thing in the game. Flares are great, says Winks. Yep, pretty much. Panzerfusiliers and Grenadiers are attacking the conscripts. Might be able to get a pick here if they're lucky. They are unlucky, but conscript is very lucky. Universal Care coming on in. There is a Raketenwerfer he needs to worry about. But so long as Skypay keeps his distance, you should be okay and just constantly do a little bit of flame damage here and there. But as we can see, Unreachable Dream does have his AT gun repositioning over, right? The conscripts and some additional allied infantry are fighting for the bush. We have a Puma down south, thanks to Purple. It's interesting he got that. Because again, that is a good counter versus light armor. So I am assuming that he thinks the Soviet will go light armor to counteract. Fun fact, the Soviet forgot to finish building the building. So even though he probably wanted to go light armor, he doesn't have the option to. Haha, I will beat you with a strategy that you will not see coming. I will not finish the building. Grenade is thrown, hits actually a good chunk of the German infantry. Might get a wipe there if they can focus on the Panzerfusilier. They attempt, they are unable to get it on the Panzerfusilier. They do kill the Raketenwerfer, though NG forces the American infantry back. Sergeant Rock is sent packing, but additional forces are still being brought up, including a 50 cal machine gun to hopefully drive them away. Also, MG in the north by Skypay. The Vickers are suppressing the Panzerfusiliers, sending them back. We have the Puma diving on in behind the lines. Conscript retreating, so can't throw an AT snare. Puma possibly could go after the ambulance of all things, but instead... Wait, is he? Does he see it? I don't know if he sees it. He kind of turned around. He did see it! It's a war crime to shoot a medic, but is it a war crime to shoot the medical vehicle? The Puma does not care, so it's almost dead. He's not able to get the kill. He decrews outside the ambulance. So at least, you know, the medics can survive. But, yeah, he can always ground fire if he really wants to. He does not care. Okay. He's going after the medics. Okay, now you're targeting the medics. What is this man doing? I don't understand. But I do know the Volk squads are picking off units as they retreat. And again, the long retreat path of Knez is putting him in really bad position. He's down to 4 models right now, and his best unit, the T-70, could easily be countered by the Puma, which looks like did take an AT shot to the face. Ambulance is getting healed right now. AT snare coming, but Volk squads can easily cover. An ambulance will pull back. Hold on, maybe not. Snare. Knez, get your revenge. Throws it, kills the Puma. Puma got a little bit cocky right there. And Volk squads didn't provide proper covering fire. So, Alas, now we're in a situation that, even though he does have AT, and possibly has been mining, I would assume he mined up the territory. That would be a shame if he didn't. His Volk squads could be in harm's way thanks to T-70. Definitely in harm's way thanks to Sergeant Rock coming in with the blob, shredding the Volk squads and sending them back to base. Now, in mid, Panzer Fusiliers have taken control of the munition position. It looks like they will grab it, which will be double munitions for the Axis if they can hold it. Half-track is going to reinforce that, and looks like T-70 might have some issues, especially with the AT right there. So it's going to be the combined arms with infantry and armor coming on in to win that battle. Double T-70, now that could be a good fight, especially coming in multiple directions, because he only has one AT gun. Can't fight both light armored vehicles. We have the lieutenant moving on in. Half-tracks deployed to suppress. Misses the bazooka fire, or his bazooka shot, although still pretty weak thanks to something. I'm not sure what brought down. Oh, the Zis gun. Okay, Winks flanked with the Zis gun. Oh, okay. I was like, how is he taking damage? All right, but we do see something here, and that's two things. One, a 223 gaining resources for purple, so we can get additional armor out sooner. That could be, he could Panther, it could be King Tiger. Whatever he wants to get, he could get it sooner thanks to the fuel increase. Second, he's locking down the territory, making it harder for the Soviet to counterattack in this sector. I also would recommend mines and other defenses. Third, and this is also kind of important, we're seeing... hold on. We're still seeing him send his forces to mid, right? To guard the munitions and stuff. So, while we're starting to see Kinez slowly push mid, at the very least, he is helping his ally rather than just staying in one place. Nice bunker by Orange, holds the conscript at bay. Orange's Volk squads are still doing damage against the conscript, and with suppression, will easily force it back. Middle is still under German control, though they are being suppressed by machine gun fire. How's the North doing? Infantry section have been up to 5-man squads and a Brenz. Right now, they do also have the glider, which can act as a retreat point, which is solid. Again, that allows the British to come back faster. The only thing I will say is a medic squad, which I know he has guys who can heal, but I think a medic squad might not be a bad idea. And again, they're not that expensive. It's about 180 manpower, and right now, Skypay has that locked down. Now, he did just upgrade a company command post, so we'll see how that goes and what armor is deployed. Again, right now we're seeing a lot of light armor from the Allies, which could slow down medium armor being deployed later on, but we'll see. Same can be said for the Germans, who got Puma and then lost it. Smoke coming down on the MG. Panzer Fusiliers, though, are being hit by the British and the Americans, so again, they're going to be forced back. Do we have a second army that can move in? It doesn't look like it. Very close to getting some wipes on those Panzer Fusiliers. This man needs to run before he loses that third squad. Do the forward retreat point. The glider comes with med. It does? Am I dumb? Does it actually come with medics? Can reinforce. I see the retreat point. I don't see the medics. It can reinforce. We'll see. We'll see when they go over, because I think it's the medic squad in the unit, which is fine, but that's only fine if it doesn't. No, it does not, says Winks. Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Panzer IV on the field. I think that's our first medium armor. Stuka does hit the mortar, but doesn't hit anything else. Let's see. He is healing. Hold on. It is healing. I am sorry. I guess that is correct, because he isn't using the medics, so it has to be the glider. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. Again, some things you kind of forget about because it just says forward retreat. It doesn't have it. Winks wasted. Volk squad's pushing the mortar back. We have AT gun decrewed. Another one trying to hold the front. German forces are at least kept at bay. And the Panzer IV took some shots, so it's not able to easily push through the lines. But Volk squads are trying. T-70, though, forces it back. The commando one doesn't. Thank you, chat. Sorry, I'm just looking at this, and it just... Wait, hold on. Let me verify. can act as a frontline team weapons commando and act as a retreat point. Does not say medics. Again, this is where, again, I wish they would update the text to include medics. I think that would be a great thing to include. Sorry. And again, apologies. I'm so used to seeing that and be like, oh, it's a retreat point but not heal. So that's my bad. Anyway, MG opening fire on the infantry section. Conscripts buying decent cover. Again, right now, 7-man squads is probably the best thing you can do to make sure they can fight against the Panzer Fusiliers and additional infantry. I saw the medics are under the wing. Are they actually under the wing? Oh yeah, they are. Okay, they are under the wing. Cool. Thank you, chat. Panzer Fusiliers pushing up. Captain being shredded by all the Panzer Fusiliers. Free bazooka if anyone wants it. Hold on. Flank once again by purple. I like how he's consistently harassing Kinez and his side. Kinez slowly building back up his army. Though it still only has 2 conscripts, still okay. They be vibing. The cons are coming back though, and they have the PPSHs. Not the highest kill count, but as soon as they close that gap, Clipmaster's correct. They can do a ton of damage. Alright, also gotta give shout out to the caches being set down. So again, that helps additionally with resources to help with the fight. Now, we do have a Cromwell diving behind the lines. The Skypay FX is currently going on into the medical point. He could focus fire and try to kill some of these men, but Panzer IV is also there. Hold on, where's he going? Infantry section could throw artillery right here. That could be very bad. I don't know what that Cromwell is doing. At least it lived. He didn't throw artillery. I think that's a bit of a miss. That could have at least caused havoc in that sector with British artillery fire. A T-gun, though, is about to fire. Does hit. T-70 pulls back. 6-pounders, though, moving on in. Could be an ambush for the Panzer IV. If he... I just imagine him breaking through the wall, being like, oh, yeah. And then immediately the British are like, no, and just immediately force him back. Even snaring him with Winks' AT grenades if he gets close enough. But German forces continue to put pressure on the Allies. 2 victory points to 1. And right now they even, hold on. Yeah, they stopped the the capture by the American infantry with the munition points. So, Allies not doing the greatest. They only have 31 munitions. Right now, Panzer Fusiliers coming back. That will easily reinforce. Oh, Sergeant Rock got a Sherman. Okay. We have a Katusha being made from Kinez. Winks has gotten himself a Katusha. That's just being brought to the front right now. And Skypay has the Cromwell, which no upgrade yet. Again, it's a slight increase in accuracy and range. It still, I think, is worth it. AT guns knocked out. They could be snared, and MG is being flanked. But don't group up because, yeah, high explosive rounds will hit all 3. Katusha about to hit all 3. Great hit. They do retreat, and they do get out of there, but still, they took heavy losses in that engagement. Down south, what is Purple doing? Purple's getting a Panther. And again, you might say, well, Greyshot, why is he getting a Panther? He should get a Sturm Tiger or something. 1, doesn't have the command points. 2, Panther, really solid because it gets heat rounds, and you can give it the commander authorization, which allows it to call in artillery. Which, again, kind of like the British one, where it's like it gets the additional sight. But the big kicker is the artillery. The artillery call-in is one of my favorite abilities because it's cheap and effective versus support equipment. So you have a pesky AT gun, call it in, and there it goes. So, again, especially with the amount of resources he's getting, easily can call it in. For me, it's better than the Pintle machine gun, if I can get the upgrade. Do I recommend like 2 or 3 with Panzer Commander? Maybe not. Maybe a Pinto will be good for like a Panzer IV or something. But I do agree for like a Panther, it works especially for the speed to call it in and keep the damage going. Speaking of which, dishing out the damage against the Sherman. Hopefully he can Faust the Sherman. Or not. He just doesn't do it. Okay. Slightly disappointed. Did he see that forward retreat point though? I don't know if the Volk Squad did, but that would be a big target for a Stuka. It is in range. It's not that far from the front for a great Stuka barrage. Speaking of being barraged, Panzer IV goes down. Artillery may be in the sector, but there is a counterattack right now with lots of German infantry. Again, one of the 6-pounders went down. A Zis gun is being brought up by Winks as a present to the Germans. We're about to see oh, wait! Oh, good crushes until the AT snares got in and just slowed it down. Did actually kill quite a bit, though. He did. I mean, the Germans are still reeling, but 2 free AT guns for the Germans. I mean, even if they don't take it, right? They just took it. But even if they don't, it can, all it can do is just get them additional resources. Now, Panzer IV, still alive, but it needs heals. British artillery or other artillery could kill it. Katusha fire as well could kill it. They did recruit it with the Pioneers, so at least it got it back. Grenadiers firing on the riflemen, holding it back, but Sherman providing that fire support with high explosive rounds. Panther, though, coming on in. Or, never mind, I guess he's not. Flak looking the wrong way. Always have it facing the enemy for quicker reaction fire. Here comes the Katusha. The Panzer IV should survive. Pioneers might not be so lucky, along with the remaining infantry. Spread is not amazing. Hitting the medical facility. But the Pioneers survived, which one rocket could easily wipe if it got a good shot on target. Panther looks like it got hit by a snare or a mine, something. Katusha's really close to the front, so that's unfortunate. Though, if he's out of combat, you can do emergency repairs and get right back into the fight. So that's what I would do. Here comes the Stuka. Great Stuka! Hits a Katusha. Kinez losing a very valuable unit. Volk squad's pouring in, trying to get the second, but luckily he retreats just in time. Air support can be called in, but it's good against, it's really good against, excuse me, sorry, infantry, not armor. Wow, oh my god, Volk squad diving on in. This could be a trap. Not able to fire the Faust, ladies and gentlemen. The riflemen just absolutely demolished that Volk squad. But again, he has plenty, he has some resources to get a new one, but still, losing that, a vetted unit like that, it hurts. Right now, I am like curious, like right now, Unreachable Dream is being absolutely pounded right now, right? And I would assume, based on this, did he lose a Tiger? Did he? He lost a Tiger, immediately deploying it and losing it. Oh, there's the body, yeah. He lost it probably to all the AT guns. So he does not have an army, or a large army. He has to be very defensive. Now, luckily, if the Cromwell does charge, and again, luckily he has a flare so he can see what's coming, he can deal with it, but still. The glider died, so he deployed a new one behind the buildings. Great landing. Can also probably, I think you could heal that, get its health up a little more. Anyway, Germans still hold the VP in mid. Allies are down roughly like 170 points, so they do need some sort of consistent hold in mid in order to turn the tide. Panther fires on, oh wow, I don't know if that's on purpose, but he's killing the cache. Will he actually kill? He misses though. Could call an artillery on it. It's only 80 munitions, not too expensive. The North needs more aggression. Well, you have it. Germans are attacking. I think this is a very bad. He gets in the building and immediately dies. Oh my god. What a... Holy cow. Well, there was a Vet 3 Pounds Fusilier squad down the drain. Hell, even the half-track was told to charge, and it's currently dying. AT guns pulling back. There's now no defensive line in this sector. So, the German thrust was met with the same sort of bouncing effect that you saw at Kursk. Stuka, though, hits a lot of stuff here. But yeah, they're like, yeah, we'll hit this defensive line. Here we go! And then falls down. It's like, yeah, no. Did not work. Luckily, it looks like down south, Purple is doing a way better job at constantly harassing Kinez. And Stuka supports at least causing havoc for the American. We actually have heavier artillery thanks to Orange. We actually double. All hitting that sector. So we could easily see a lot of American losses here in a moment if he doesn't pull the men out. But right now, the Germans are holding, but a good thrust from the Brits up north. And could easily go down. Zeroing's being called in, though, as the, wow, okay. He's pushing on in. I think he's using Sprint. Yeah, he is. Zeroing will start affecting the Jackson, the AT guns, the machine guns, everything in this sector. Anything that's revealed will be hit by artillery in the Zeroing range. So, yep, there it goes. We're seeing units die. Grenadiers, better not stay there. You're gonna die. Luckily, Vet 3 allows it to live a little more than it normally would. Well, Cromwell's diving on in, though. Again, Germans using the Panzer headquarters now to hold back the infantry. Artillery, though, is coming on in, and air support. Actually, all the skill planes are coming on in. And they're all lined up and ready to go. Multiple loiters are in effect. Again, most of them are focusing against infantry, while some are against armor. Actually, about 50-50. Katusha support now coming on in. Massive armor thrust and infantry support and artillery and air support. Everything's coming on in. The only thing I'll say is Pak-43's here hurting the armor. So as long as they have sight, we can see a lot of armor here die to the Pak-43, which happens to the T-34. Think about T-70 goes down. Armor's going down. Allies thought it was going to be a big win, and they did get a lot of kills. But the Pak-43 got 2 armored vehicles, sending the British back. Now, luckily, the Cromwell lived, but everything else did not. And the Germans still hold this territory, even though they're being strafed by air. And again, I feel like the guy down here, let's see, needs to activate AA mode. Anti-aircraft mode would be very valuable right now. Pak-43 is still firing, pushing back the Sherman. Jackson as well, keeping its line back. Triple AT gun, though, by Skypay. It's going to kill the Panzer headquarters. Does. Zeroing is now in effect, but again, as long as he pulls back, he's fine. Air support's now over, which allows the infantry to move pretty much unopposed. They might be able to steal a 6-pounder, though need to watch out about their own artillery. They do have some MGs to hold the front, though again, the Germans have plenty of smoke they can use for cover. Katusha fire in this area, keeping the Germans from advancing any further. Zeroing, hitting their own 6-pounder. Knocking out the AT gun. Wow, that's their own artillery doing it. I think it was hitting the dead British bodies. I could be wrong there, but I think it was. So while the Germans did counterattack, they still took so many losses, right? And now you don't have the Panzer headquarters, which makes Unreachable Dream pretty much have an unreachable dream of getting that Tiger. It's like, sorry, you need the Panzer headquarters to get that. Now, he's not totally out of the woods. He could easily get a, well, actually, no, he could get a King Tiger. Problem would be the manpower deficiency he's currently suffering from. So I wouldn't expect much from him anytime soon. Right now, the biggest issue, though, from what I can see, is the artillery. Right now, we have a LEFH from Zars. We also have 2 that have done decent damage from Orange. All 3 of which can easily start pounding the British positions, neutralize the forward positions, and just force the British and Soviets and everything else to heal at different positions or even further back at base, right? So that could be a big issue. The ambulance already, I think, had to be repositioned, right? No, he's still there. Okay. But yeah, artillery could stop that and force the Americans back at their base. It's something to keep in mind. Sherman tank goes down thanks to the Pak-43 with 3 kills now. King Tiger dealing with a T-34, base 1. Misses the shot and did not use heat rounds, so the T-34 did escape. Mine being placed in front of the King. Flak gun opening fire on the rifleman. That's something to keep in mind. You have the flak that could also shoot down enemy planes. But they're constantly hitting this area. Or at least the infantry. There they go. They're strafing the support gun. Did a little bit of damage. Panzerfusiliers coming on in. Again, you have the Brits just moving in, unopposed. And Katusha's clearing the MGs. There is a second MG there, but they can always throw an artillery round over the hill. We actually have a strafing support run by the Brits coming in, which will hit this infantry. They're all grouped up together, so it makes it an easy target. Like, look at this. All grouped up. Throw a grenade or throw artillery. Panthers coming on in. Can easily push back the Cromwell. AT guns, though, that'll be a harder thing to fight. Rockets, though, are hitting the Panther. Meanwhile, Panzerfusiliers pressing, get pushed back by the Americans. On the flip side, we have Orange flanking a Jackson. He's going to get a kill if he doesn't pull back. He got it. Jackson down. Sergeant Rock losing another armored vehicle after his first Sherman. Does have a new one, but still, He has solid infantry, but the armor is going to be all fresh. How is the other gentleman doing? He lost his Panther, purple did, but again, he still has his King, and he has the ability for heat rounds, emergency repairs, the coordinate barrage, like a lot of good stuff. And also a good amount of reserves where if he wants a Panther, he could get it. I mean, okay, Pop Caps kind of stops him right now, but he could get some more armor if he wishes. Loitering, again, is still causing havoc. Pack 43 is still alive. That's the biggest issue I see for the Allies right now is a Vet 4 Pack 43, which for those who don't know, you get, first off, increased rotation speed and reload speed. Next, increased reload speed. Now we have a 50%, right? A 50% reload speed bonus and additional accuracy. Now we have more damage. And Vet 5, we get additional range. So it's firing 50% faster and is more accurate and it can do more damage. You do not want to be an allied vehicle now versus that Pack 43. Now, we still also have all the artillery to speak of, the LEFHs, the Stukas, etc. So Orange is providing solid support to his team. I would say he just needs like a Panzer IV or something for armor, but still, really good job. Right now, the North is the point where they think the Allies are trying to crack the Axis, and I think it could work. Pack 43, though, could reposition itself here to stop the Fireflies. Stuka comes on in, hits a plane! Alright. Air support, though, is hitting mid. Captain gets close. Does not have a grenade, but gonna just murder the crew of the Pack 43. Huntsville Slayer is trying to stop it, but too late. The crew is dead. Sherman's being lit upon by a Tiger with the heat rounds. King Tiger, though, moving on in. Flak Gun can still hold back the infantry unless he drops smoke. Is he going to focus on the infantry or the armor? Right now you have heat rounds, so armor is probably the better way to go. Sturm Tiger moving in as well. Armor up north. Does hit Red's base again. Red is just in a really tough spot. He needs support. Honestly, this medical facility, I would have moved down here. So that way you're further into like your own allied lines. It's tough, but I think you would have done it. Recruit the Pack 43, so again, armor needs to be very careful. Katusha, though, hitting the area. We have additional P-47s coming on in, and they're grouped together. King's being hit. Brought down half health, as well as we have additional air support. Thanks to the Soviets hitting the support equipment. AT guns, MGs, anything in the area will be strafed. Flak is on the field, though, hoping to shoot down some planes. But there's too many of them, and the King Tiger's still being hit. Like, he's still being seen by the infantry section, which I think might throw artillery. Again, they're just easily able to walk on in. There's nothing stopping them. Here come the P-47s. Very close. Oh, King Tiger barely survives. Tried to dive into it, but alas, missed the target.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
But that thrust was enough for the Allies to gain control of the victory point, which now puts the Axis at a bit of a back foot position because they had a lead for such a long period of time. Now they're starting to lose ground, lose resources, lose momentum. Luckily, Pack 43, recruited by Unreachable Dream, firing on the Soviets, pushing Wings back. Again, Wings has 1,500 manpower, looking pretty solid right there. Katusha's just hitting this big blob of infantry. And again, so many units right here. The Katusha could easily just fire a volley and get so many points. AT gun does go down. Sturm Tiger moving on in. This could be big against this double AT gun, putting Kinez in a bit of a tough spot. Will he fire? He does, but the other AT gun somehow survives. I don't know how, but it does survive. This game is Katusha's wet dream, possibly. Quite possibly. King Tiger comes on in. Cromwell taking a lot of heat up north. Firefly trying to support. Will he escape is the question. I think he will, based on his speed, and I think use of smoke. And also, if they do push, there's a solid AT line and an IS-2 that can help guard. Katusha pulling on back. Right now, again, pressing on that weak link for the Allies absolutely paid off. Unreachable Dream did not have the proper support, and he's down to the bare minimum. Zars is now starting to be affected. He still has a good army, but still, I think he should not be in mid. I think he should be focusing entirely in the north to help his teammate. And I honestly think this is where purple and orange really need to like get up and actually focus in mid. Stop pressing here, even though, again, good job for the engineers just advancing because there's nothing stopping them from taking territory, right? Also, here come the planes. There goes the Panther. Thank you, Lala Live 69 for the follow. Panther pulls back. Looks like most of it is the Sturmovik, so it's not going to hurt the armor all that much. King Tiger gets Greyshot on the IS-2. Centaur just cleaning up the infantry. Again, Half-Track's doing work. He's shooting down planes. It's just the planes are going to get their initial strafe off before being shot down, typically. King Tiger moving on in. Double King Tiger. See if that's enough. Here comes the British air support, targeting infantry and armor alike. Got some good hits. In mid, we have orange coming in. The conscripts will have a bit of trouble. Down to one conscript with a PPSH. But he does hold the line. One of the LAFHs was put down. Werfer also looks like got charged and killed. Here come the Brits once again. King Tiger's pulling back. Further and further, the line breaks for the Germans. And the Soviets and British move in unopposed. Again, you need a coordination. You need some hits. Dropping smoke to escape. Half-Track trying to get out of there. Luckily, a direct fire shot through the smoke is enough to kill it. King Tiger, though, moving on up. But you have to worry about that AT line. But again, Unreachable Dream just needs support. But we're just not seeing it. We are seeing a T-34. Just trying to knock out the bunkers. Okay, now we're starting to see the rest of the line fall apart. So, purple is now being pushed on by Kinez, because now he is like, oh, the north, it's fine. My teammates got it. I can start pressing my guy again, because I actually have an army. He's built up properly. Katusha clears the AT gun. Sturm Tiger is fine. You can move on up, buddy. And again, you, like, what are you doing? You can move on in. Purple's just not moving. Infantry's moving in, like, by itself. Not a bad idea to kill the AT guns. Not the best idea when you're the only things pushing up, right? Now we have the American moving on in. Jackson hopefully can kill these LAFHs, maybe? Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. King Tigers. Are they forming like a king line? We have 3 King Tigers on. I just realized that. Katusha lighting up the artillery. Hoping to kill it. I think he's using the creeping barrage. Yep, he's hitting the artillery. Almost kills it. Not enough, though. Like, right now, alright, purple, you are very aggressive in the beginning. You need to advance. You need to push. Let's see. Come on. No, doesn't do much. Those Ponce Fusiliers just walked in to die. King Tiger moving in with little support. I could easily see air support coming in and him dying. Because there's no... What is supporting this Tiger? There's nothing. Jackson being healed up. Now being hit. They snare it, which this American infantry can't easily do. Could be very bad. King Tiger firing, though. Misses. Infantry section coming in the north. Nothing is stopping them. Like, halfway through the map, there's nothing stopping the infantry section from charging. They're now focusing their efforts on the artillery. They have air support coming on in and artillery support coming on that LAFH. All the King Tigers not doing all that much. You have all these big heavy tanks. But, oh, wait, hold on. Gammon Bomb. Woo! Great Gammon Bomb. Air support's just cleaning up the map. Keeping the... Oh, nice artillery. Knocks out the LAFH officially. Folk squad's pushing back the conscripts. I will say the South holding, great. You're doing a great job there. Like, no joke. You're doing a good job at helping resources. But right now, like, You guys need to help out in mid. Right? You need a decisive blow. Because Kinez is still the weak link, but I feel like he's not been forced on. He's not been, like, weakened down all that much. Hold on. Something... No, P-47s are being called in up north. Hits the building. King Tiger, very low. SU-85 can get the kill. Bounce from the Zis. And we got the kill. King Tiger's down thanks to the tank destroyers. King Tiger up north. There's nothing stopping those tank destroyers that just killed that king from coming up and hitting that king now right in the ass. Air support's gonna hit it right in the ass. Goes down though right next to it. Gonna pull on back. We got Fireflies and IS-2. Jackson all coming on in to finish off this king. Come on. Again, luckily Zars has armored reinforcements thanks to the Stoogs coming on in to drive the T-34 and the Fireflies away. Great shots across the board against that T-34. Winks trying to escape. Again, plenty of resources, but one kill is at least positive, right? It's something. And again, swing in here. You could activate the stun. Come on. Jackson is decrewed. But again, you have all the ATs still hitting that Panther. Get the hell out of there. Drop smoke. Now you're decrewed. Stoogs trying their best. Might actually kill the IS-2 if they get lucky, but there's just too much. I love all the decrewed vehicles. Oh, here come the rockets. Grouped up. Rockets kill 2 vehicles for the price of 1. The other one is stunned. AT gun can still provide fire support and make sure they don't get chased, but there goes all of Czar's reinforcements. So, unfortunate. Storm Tiger moving on in. Alright, good. Again, you spread out your men. Nice shot. Kills the MG, so I'll at least give credit there. Now just back up and reload. You need to be firing that thing way more, Purple. Just saying. MG is being flanked, but where's the AT support? You have all this infantry. I would be shocked we don't see a Katusha hit this like in the next like 10 seconds. There's so much here. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have a Katusha. We have air support. Sturmovik Strafe comes on in, sending the infantry packings because they got pinned and suppressed. AT guns are now being hit by the Katusha. King Tiger was close by, but did not move in. Again, you're like, oh, there's an Su-85. Greyshot, he can't fight that. Yes, he can. 2 reasons. 1, with the infantry support, if they got close, he snare it. 2, he has heat rounds. 3, he has coordinated fire, and he has enough munitions to where he would be, oh, okay, maybe not. He only has 120. So you pick one or the other, but still, he would be relatively fine at pushing in. But allies, doing a solid job, take mid. I've not picked up that bazooka yet. It's still there if anyone wants it, but guess not. The Soviets come in from the north. Pac 43 is looking the wrong way. Right now the IS-2 is going to hit the massive gun from behind. Although we have a massive Stoog force, but it's blocked by smoke, so don't expect it to do anything. Why support your allies? Is this team or something? Yeah, I know. Why would you support your allies? Nice Gammon bomb will destroy the vehicle. Jackson coming in to support the Soviets. Nice shot with a Vet 3 Firefly, not neutralizing the Stoog. This is a death trap. Another Stoog goes down. Jackson almost healed. I say almost because the engine's still gone. There goes all the Stoogs. Literally. Armored thrust in mid. King Tiger trying to do its best with heat rounds. Could finish off this Su-85. Take the shot. Does finish it off. Now needs to run. Run! Up. We got Ram. Back up. No. Did not have the snare. Did not have coverage. Or you could have fired the Storm Tiger. It would have stunned it. Look, it's rare to get that off. I mean, you could easily. I'm glad you killed the one that was not moving, but at least did hurt the T-34 as well. Like, look, I mean, Kinez just lost a good chunk of his army right there, but so too did you. Oh my god, Purple lost quite a bit. Stuka Barrage comes in and finishes off more of Kinez's forces. Cannot catch a break. The American has a smaller force, but again, some of that's decrewed. We have a Cromwell, Vet 3, diving behind the King to finish it off, but the Jackson actually gets the kill on that one. This truck is just sitting here like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, boy. Yeah, a lot of fuel for the Germans, but again, for me, they have a lot of fuel, but they had population, right? They had pop cap, so that's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue for me is the fact that it felt like they had the armor, but they just weren't like, if you would have kept putting pressure on Kinez, right? If the other gentleman, right? If Czars would have actually helped his teammate hold that front, they would have been fine. But he instead fought mid against the American. It put Sergeant Rock in a bad state because he lost quite a bit, but they really need to focus up against the northern area. And it's not like they didn't have support, like Stuka bombs or zeroing really would have helped against them, but they kind of focused more mid. Again, that's their choice, that was their decision, and unfortunately it was not enough. The American definitely bent, but did not break. Yeah. So let's see. Stuka coming on in. Again, Vet 4. We'll give credit, but there is artillery in this sector. Needs to be a little careful. Red's trying his best, but with an IS-2 right there, I mean, just firing one of those fragmentation shells could easily kill both squads right here. Like, I'd be shocked if Winks doesn't use this. There goes the cover. Centaur as well could use strafing support. Oh, I guess he already used it. There goes the unit. Centaur just wiping it. More air support in mid. Echelon grabbing the territory. Again, gonna suppress the German infantry as they approach. Czars has nothing. He's used so much. Oh, wait. Here's the Sturm Tiger. Oh, buddy, you're very close. Why are you that close? That close for such a small... What the heck was that? You hurt your ally more than you hurt the enemy. We have an attempt to dive into the enemy base by the Centaur. Again, Skypay just letting him have it. But again, has 1,200, like nearly 1,200 manpower. He has nothing to really fear. Same thing with Winks. Both of them have so much resources. It's like, oh my God, we lost the T-34. Whatever shall I do? Oh, I can pump out another one here in a second. Or, oh, I lost my conscript. Let me get 3 more. The Germans are just in a fight of attrition they just can't afford at this point. We have a King Tiger, but again, with the air support and the amount of infantry and armor that is good against, well, firing at one target or focusing on one target, I don't suspect it's going to turn the tide anytime soon. Ronnie, thank you very much for the sub. But yeah, I'm going to start to fast forward here because the Allies continue to press. They did kill a T-34, but like I said, another one can be deployed. Air support coming on in to drive the enemy away. Air support's hitting mid. Thanks, man. Alright, so right now it's just utter devastation on the Axis as the air support rips and tears with cartel. Oh my God, such low health. But yeah, no, they just nothing they can do. Jackson's covering against any armor push. Firefly being forced back by AT, but IS-2 and Bofors are covering the infantry if they attempt to push. Plane crashes killed that pack. Amazing stuff right there. Panther charging, but about to meet a whirl of hurt. Like, what do you expect? Artillery fire comes on in. Doesn't kill the Bofer. King Tiger just guarding the north, being like, I'm just going to my area where I win, alright? That's all I'm doing. There goes Purple. He's done. He says he gives up. And so far, they're all quitting. Oh, they sync errored. Oh, my. Really? Oh, wow. Okay. Guys, we lost this game unfairly. Sync error. Yeah. Of course. Of course you had a sync error at the moment you're about to lose. Franz VG, thank you very much for the follow. Guys, I held my side. I won the game. All right. Let's double check the MVPs. By the way, thank you to Skippy for submitting this replay. Let's see. Right now we have Kinez with actually top damage. Okay, that's funny. Top kills goes to Sergeant Rock. I mean, he's solid frontline infantry. For the Axis, actually, Unreachable Dream was close to the most damage, which makes sense. He got some AT and such. He was able to do quite a bit against armor, but it just wasn't enough. He needed support. Orange got top damage. I'm going to say that's thanks to the artillery, the Stuka, and the LEFH, but also thanks to the Pak-43, he got so much damage. So that's why I'm guessing, but we'll see. Skypay, Firefly was pretty damn good, not going to lie. Sergeant Rock, Rifleman, 85 kills. Pretty solid stuff right there. And Jackson's 5 vehicle kills. Kinez, his Zis gun got 14,000 damage. Also, Katusha's, I'm assuming, did pretty well. Let's see. Yeah, about 265%. Not too shabby. His conscripts were the best, though. Never lost and held the line pretty well. All right, Winks. Zis gun also did pretty well. Katusha's did okay. Again, pretty solid stuff. Let's see. Unreachable Dream. AT was trying to hold, but man, that Tiger immediately deployed and just died. Just great stuff right there. Anyway. Yeah, probably, again, that Tiger falling was the thing that, especially, because with the Tiger, I could see him holding, but, again, they just lit him up. Czar's Pack Gun did okay. Just Panther did pretty well, I would say. All right, Rakenworth over here. Again, decent damage. Stuka, though, killed 6 vehicles. Again, good job right there. And then, again, I will say purple, his, also, I will say that Pak-43 and LFHs probably did a lot here. Just, probably just overall, I would say it's just kind of a mixture of stuff, right? Stuka did 5. Let's see. LEFH did, oh, yeah, Pak-43 did about 9,200 damage. Let's see. Where's the LEFH? There it is. Oh, wow. Only 2,000. I thought it would do way more. Wow. Holy crap. The flak gun. The flak gun got over 10k damage. Okay. Flak gun doing quite well. Again, that's against planes, but still, that's actually pretty hilarious. Okay, so you remove the flak gun. Really, red is the one doing top damage. Okay, that's funny. That's actually quite funny. But yeah, no, I think purple did well in the first half. I think he still needs to support his team in the second half. But hey, yeah, Sturm Tiger could have been shot more. I agree, Marcus. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. And again, if you have a replay that's pretty damn good, submit it to my Gmail or Discord. And again, thank you to everyone watching. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tony B 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.